literally simple things. But kyolina sooka otegeera ku embassy kyolina okujja oteri muntu nti ali connected amanyi nti nze ninayo abantu nina connections mu embassy nti I'll help you, just give me the money. That's a lie. Tokwata sente zo ziwa muntu. Tokwata sente zo ziwa muntu nti akolere gundi filling it out like paperwork. Because paperwork, you need to do your own paperwork. Because everything is online lately. Pen, paper, no one. Everything is online. You can literally go online, nogenda ku American Embassy, let's say Kampala, the whole like website and as how to apply for the US visa. Techidinti chidi about until someone knows something. Agenda kunyamba okunkolera okuntisa where I'm going. No. So whoever tells you give me money, ngenda kutwala ku America akulimba. Tewakutwala kutwaza ku America, you have to go through the system. You have to go to the American Embassy and they ask you questions. You have to be interviewed. That person won't be here to even help you do all that. Kyasobola okukolera is help you with the paperwork. Ne paperwork etagenda kugasa if someone is literally writing everything for you n'abikuwa ku last day. It's not going to help you. You need to be involved with this paperwork because paperwork won't go against the. So if you don't know what to do with that paperwork, you're in trouble. At least 90% because they're going to ask you some things which are inside there, but because someone wrote something for you, kiyinza okuyitako because tewamanye information inside the system whatever he wrote, let's say you're going, let's say to Cali, bajja kubuuza where are you going? Kubanga tewabisemu byabikuwandiikidde, you can sing in the boss. Literally that systematically disqualifies you. So you literally always have to be involved in writing that paperwork. So after the paperwork, what other things do you do? What other things do you need to like literally file up the work the paperwork that you're taking to the embassy? Like in the first place, always you're gonna need the paperwork. Paperwork mulimu ki gwani amanyako. Balina okumanya gwani. The other thing, okola mulimu ki. They can ask you about your family. Are you married? Totally married. That's the first paperwork. We're talking just literally people go filling out online. No government, okay, like ze Yahya kola mulimu guno sula wano kola chino. They'll always ask you that. Church kutwala ku America. Because in the first place, by no kumanya, what is taking you there? You can't go to a place so you have to know what is bringing you down here. Then, do you have any bookings? You're not going there kusula ku street. You have to have people who like literally nga oyina wolaga, oyina hotel, oyina enyonyi egenda okwetwala. Literally birina okubanga biri said. We're still even talking about the paperwork. The other thing is, of course, they're going to ask you about the financial capabilities of like what can you do with your finances. You gotta have your finances were taken care of. So kujabuzi nti banengenda American siri bulungi and stuff like so bagenda kubuza emirimu gyo. The other thing, wobosaze ogamba tugenda kulimba ku mirimu gyo, like make sure your settings that you can watch it. You can like literally ochigoberera all the way. Wochamba nogamba nti let's say the CEO wa MTN, making sure at least you know someone mu MTN nga esimu zonna zonna at least ziyitamu that kind of person. Nga basobola omukubira essimu ne bamugamba nti okay, tubuuza about Yahya omumanyi nti yes, okay, what does he do? Oshegera akola mulimu. So you have to woba osazeewo ogambe nti I'm doing this kind of job. You gotta back it up. So whoever you're talking to in the first place, when you're going to be asked questions and stuff like that, they gotta know, or you can explain to them what you do. So you have to know exactly what kind of job you do, and you have to know how you make a profit, how you make a loss, how you move this business. Because if you don't know the people who are moving that, if you don't know these kind of people about running a business, or you go can you go your business, you not to joke you're in for a long, long, long interview. So make sure mulimu gwonna gw'oba nti gw'okola gutegeere. Okitegeere? Oh, Nasozi. Okay. Nasozi obadde ogamba otya nnyabo? Okay. Yes, Madam Nasozi ogamba otya? So literally, bw'oba ogamba nti oyogera ku mulimu, making sure nti that kind of job you can start and back it up. Bwe bakubuuza watandika ddi omulimu omanyi what to do with that kind of job. Oba omanyi omulimu okola profit etya, like baze bajja kubuuza how much are you making in this job. Tosobola kujja n'ogamba nti nkola emitwalo 3. So they'll ask you, okay, if you're working, yes, Madam Nasozi, Sarah, how are you? So they will always ask you one thing. Madam Nasozi Sikulaba, I'm sorry, I can't see you. Bagenda kubuuza omulimu ogwo gukola otya ogufunamu otya. So you gotta be sure that you can explain nti nkola bwe nti nfunamu bwe nti nkola losi bwe nti. Bagenda kubuuza, of course, like where you're like located. Okitegeera, oli located in where nti omulimu gw'okola guno guli located where. Balina okumanya exactly bw'okola omulimu gwo oguzannyisa otya ogutwala otya. I'm good, thank you. How are you, Madam Nasozi? That's the other thing. So after all that, church was sort of cool because tuli mu paperwork, tulina na kuddamu other things. Omulimu gwo, making sure that at least you have evidences to show nti guno omulimu ogukolamu. Oba olina ID, olina later, invitation letter eba I mean like later gye bakuwa nga bakuwa omulimu in the first place. Kiba kirungi ng'ogiyina. At least you can show them and tell them. Sometimes, of course, not everybody has that kind of work where you're like, no, don't train them. Literally, some people don't work, but they're trying to do the American dream. So, if we must mulimu, what can I do? Mulimu chibwa work through whatever I'm going to. I won't take it. I don't know if you guys get me, but that's what I'm trying to do. What else do they talk about? But then of course you gotta pay. There's a bill, like you gotta pay. You gotta make a payment. The visa fee. Visa fee. Like I don't know. Right now those limit like 60K or something, 600K, something like that. If you can do that, or you can afford to pay it, why not? So at least you're not on Mtwalo because we're trying to look at how costly is it okufuna visa in America, because most people like think it's you have to like like 50M, 20M, and it's not that, because you can like literally visa fee to Gambia like mitwalo ngankaga. If it's high, kali mitwalo ngansa like 700K to get the visa fee. So after the paperwork, Techikomau, you need other things to go on. What else do you need? Okufuna like Ogenda Kuda Ember. Because after doing the paperwork, what else would they need? At least, thank you, Anan and Nyambia, like it's close to 700,000. So emitwalo like literally to round off figure to call emitwalo on some Anan. Like 700 like thousand close to. Katuwa emitwalo Johnson Gina take it a visa fee, just visa fee. As a sente bazikuddiza, by the way. Like once you put it in there, zitaddeyo. And one other thing that I gotta tell you before we all go on, American visa, tele guaranteed. Nobody comes to you and tells you, I'm guaranteeing this. They're lying to you. Nobody can do that. Tichiriko guarantee. Bilimwe msamtajave masaka like Taina nice statement, but he's well spoken and they will like it. Bamwe. Omuntu ajene visa ajene like statements za bitano aje with aje nebyapa aje with a lot of information on him, and they will like deny that kind of person that visa. They can literally do that. So techili guaranteed nabagaga bola banti bagaga. It's not guaranteed with them. Oshage, what next after the conference? Like we haven't even gone to the conference in the first place. We're still even like to Charlie could the early kind of things that you gotta do before the conference. Because conference is an invitation. To get to the conference, you need an invitation. So let's say, okay, kwa saga kubukalai, when bukalai, people won't understand. Ngezako kuchema sekamate, ngezako kuchema slowly, from down, from like the lower side of it, and we're gonna go all the way to the conference. If you can like give me a little bit, how it all goes down. What would they? So, but we get there, sekamate. Wetubatuvude ku omaze okuwandiika paperwork w'omukozi. After the paperwork, they're going to need to do sekamate an invitation. What's the reason why you're going to the US? What's the reason why you're going to America? Kati cheche cha sekamate kyagambye cha conference tugenda kijjako later. Naye ki ekikutwala mu conference in the first place? Ki ekikutwala mu conference eyo? That means conference oba otegedde nti olina okuba n'ensonga lwaki ojja ku America. Tosobola gamba bugambi nti zengera bugenzi ku America. Olina obbalaga nti nina ensonga lwaki endeta kati kituleeta ku conference oba invitation. You have to either have an invitation from something, or either bakuyise ku bya, let's say kusoma. That's an invitation. Ekyokubiri bakuyise, let's say Uganda North American Associations. Right now bangambe ziri ssatu. They used to be, yeah. Thank you. Anana nyambako wano. Do you need to be you need a strong reason, and that's the first thing, and that's a good thing. Tosobola kujabuza noga nti ngenda ku America kuchakala. Some work sijagabadde today kiriko like 1,000 things that you're going to explain when you sing ngenda kuchakala. So you have to have something really strong. Nani wagambi wano. If it's a B1 and B2, they look at the invitation. Sekamate. Like if it's a B1, B2, bajja kwetaga invitation. Financial commitment, impact of the conference, and security. And what Americans call security is employment. If you have 1 billion but without social security like employment, this is not easy. For students, they do an application for F1 students visa. Kati kitegedde ebintu bingi ebisobola okuleeta ku America. Anana akwaddeko lesse bibiri oba bisatu nti oba oyagala genda nga student, you need an application gyo applying ya F1 student visa. F1. Kati ate obeera oli ku bino ebyaffe ebya bulijjo nti like waliwo business and pleasure, B1 and B2. Ogenze kukola strictly some business and some pleasure with it. Okitegeera? So nakyo kyo kigattako. So you need a strong reason nga Anani wagambye wano. Tosobola keera out of nowhere. I-20 visa. Like Juda ne letter of enrollment, letter of acceptance, I-20 visa. Kati, that's all just bakwanda we just ku student. Just a student. Tuli ku student yeka. That means buli kimu kiina role yakyo, buli invitation erina kyemataringa to people. So every invitation that you have, inobanga inakyereta nga Anani wagambye wano. Until oboganze B1, B2 or business and pleasure, you need like an invitation. Oboganze nga you're a student F1, so bakutisomedde bagambe wetaga letter of enrollment. Oyagala genda kusoma, olinokuba ne letter nga bagikuweereza essomero ly'ogenda osomerako. Ne bakuwa ne letter endala nga bakukkiriza nti we say, okay, Anani tumulabye azze ewaka. We need to like, I mean, ajja kusomero lino ne bamuweereza acceptance and tukukkiriza okujja tuwa school, tukukkiriza okusomera here. And then the I-20 visa application. Eyo nayo kati visa application ndala. So buli kintu kyonna ekikwata ku America kirina visa application ndala nnyo. Na sente endala sometimes. So wetuba tutegedde nti olina okutegeera ki ekikuleeta. So wotegeera ekikuleeta, let's say nti katugandike ekya bulijjo UNA. Everybody, most people like know UNA, Uganda North American Association. Ekyo ekitongole ekigatta Uganda here ne Kampala ne Uganda. So most people will always say B1, B2, like it's business and pleasure. Tibazze kusanyuka nakola business. Nakitegeera. So you need an invitation from that thing. You need an invitation from those kind of people. UNA erina okuweereza ebbaluwa ekulaga nti tukkiriza ojje tukuyise tukuyinvitinze nga Anani wagaye tukuyinvitinze ojje ku conference yaffe ne bakuwa ebbaluwa. So tosobola kujabuza out of nowhere nti ngenda ku America. Kati nga Anani wagambye wano nti plus they look at the cost of cost. For example, if you apply the College of Liberal Arts Massachusetts and say for example apply for gender, then you need to explain how it's more impacting your society. Then you also manifest financial capacity, especially tuition, accommodation, etc. we understand about this thing of school. If you're into school stuff, if you're into school stuff, you need a lot of stuff. Now you have like letter of recommendation, acceptance later, or no kulaga finances you know. But it all comes down to the other thing that you can say chok with the paperwork, then to the invitate like church kwita America. So you need that invitation to start with in the first place. Wait go kumanya nti njagala kino ngenda kwambika kola kino, and you need to understand exactly what you're going to do there, because bagenda kubuuza everything from the T. Bagenda kubuuza chicho okolayo chicho ogenda okolayo, because they really need to know what are you going to do, because you can get there bamanyi most of us bamanyi tibajja muntu ajja kujja aganireyo, so they gotta make sure you're the right person going to that place. So thank you Anan for that. At least you gave me all that. Balina okumanya accommodation ogenda kubeerawa, ogenda kusula, ogenda kulya ki. Yeah, when you can please, you can inbox me anytime. Obalina okumanya exactly finances zo ddala woba ogambye nti nze ndi muntu wawaka njagala kufuuka like njagala kubeera muntu nti njagala genda lesson nti kuyita mu school finance, nawe ogambye nti ogenda kuyita mu school oli student njagala kufuuka student something like that. But when about student, then it's a different case and it's a different visa thing. Woba oli ku ng'oli B1 B2 naye gambye weetaga invitation, weetaga okuyitibwa. Kyekyo ekyokubiri. Ekyokusatu, you need a statement, bank statement, because most times beetaga okumanya like finances zo we zituuse. Tosobola keera n'ogamba nti ngenda ku America tumanyi finances of course. So all in all olina okumanya nti statement ya list nungi, naye tukimanyi bulungi most of us cannot, like our statements teziri good nga bwe zirina kuba properly like managed. So most times people know how to do, and that knows what to do. Statement we batewera how you do it, naye beetaaga statement olina okumanya statement nga nungi. At least statement okuba nungi tekitegeeza nti eriko sente nyingi zitudde, because most people what the mistake they do akeera like let's say nti nkyagenda naziteekako tonight, like naziteekako tonight nataka let's say bukadde 5. That's another disqualifier sometimes, because bagamba like that means sente zino wasadeko butesi, you haven't been using. Baagala okulaba nga system etambula. Oshage nzijjako ekyo Anan. Baagala okulaba statement yo erina okuba nga ebadde moving, it's mobile, like sente zivaako ne ziddako. Tesobola kubanga like sente wasitaddeko today and you expect it to just out of nowhere, like no gain against people bagamba nti zirina sente zange settlement yange ino mujja, they will take you serious. Most times it's another disqualifier. So if you're doing that statement, at least try gizanyise like sente zivaako ne ziddako. Try and do that all the time. The more it's better. Naye oba olinako obukadde 5 oba obukadde 10 naye ng'obuzanyisa, sometimes kiyamba, because kyebeetaaga nti kulaba nti omuntu otambula, like balaba nti sente zo zivaako ne ziddako. So it's a big plus nga sente zivaako ne ziddako when you're doing that like statement when you're bringing it. And most times people know what to do. You know, abantu balina bukadde 2, people are broke. So you're not expecting everybody to have 20 million, 50 million, 30 million. People know how to do these things. Oshagera. Naye nekyakyengezako bagamba teri muntu agenda kukwata nti agenda kukwata kutwale ku embassy nti agenda okukolera embassy staff and they go, no. There's no like a knight in shining armor ajja kujabuza kukwata bukwasi nti bakwebu visa again. No, it doesn't. You gotta go through all these systems. So after the invitation paperwork omukoze, then the statement, most times bajja kuba kijja baagala nnyo nobeera list with the ready-made, let's say ticket ekulaga gy'olaga ne hotel gy'ogenda okubeeramu. So biba birungi n'oba ng'obikola ki nga you have them. Sometimes yes, tekitegeeza nti olina kuba na sente zonna tugenda ogulirawo ticket kubanga so olina guarantee nti bagenda kuwa visit. So but most of them, sometimes when you go to those booking agents, they can do that for you. Basobola okufunira hotel ne bakufunira ne nga biri legit ne bakufunira ne a ticket ey'ennyonyi to literally, because bagenda kubuuza n'eki gy'ogenda okukozesa. ogenda gwa musirika n'ekirala olina okumanya literally where you're going. Before I forget about the other thing, Anan Chabadda agamba wano nti sometimes it's pure luck because wali akalulu. I think people know about the lottery. And at least I know a friend of mine who's literally got it through that. Nera Gambi, it always happens. Bagamba, like Bagambi, the other way around is purely luck. You apply for the diversity visa lottery and keep your fingers crossed. That's for green card happens once a year. Yeah. So nachochikola. In the end, it's another way. So kalulu. Hopefully Katonda naleta mukisa baraka and let you because at least I've seen a friend of mine who I know literally yafuna through the lottery thing. So take it. You need the visa application. That's the first thing. Ojja kwetaaga statement ennungi. Ekyokusatu, you need an invitation. Like you need, be it nti ogenda kusoma, ojja kwetaaga acceptance letter. Be it nti ogenda mu bino ebya bulijjo ebibyo, you will need a letter. Someone has to like give you something to come on. Tosobola agenda bugenzi nti zingenda ku America. The other thing, okay, and I know Nanyamba over the Magunkolide. But the types of visas are fiancé visas. Fiancé visas is not or let's say muntu either green card holder or citizen wawano asobola okuinvitinga mukyala we abadde abeera naye, like if the person lives with that person now bali bakatugamenti bafumba, that's your fiancé and you want to bring them here, you can still do the fiancé visa. You actually nungi nyangu naye anani oyina kubanga omuntu omwesiga to do all that, because most times people they're good people who really match it up. At least I know some friends back in Maryland and they have the best the best family, and they're the coolest people. Like, so it needs trust. You have to trust this person before you do the fiancé visa, because it's visas, family reunion, ekitegera like nokugamanti agakuleeta muganda ngo muntu abeera no citizen asobola ku apply nga ne bakuleeta. These are also issued in Nairobi by the Department of Homeland Security. They ask for your paperwork, do a diligence, DNAs, etc. Those. So yeah, thank you, Derek. Gwabulira Derek Banangi. Derek, bulijoli wa my brother. I'm happy to see you. So today, because I have to manage whatever I'm seeing and whatever I'm thinking. So to take a day paperwork in application ogitaddemu olinateekamu application omalateekamu application statement olinogiteekamu statement bw'oba ogimaze olinateekamu invitation twali ki ekikuleeta ku America, olina okimanya ekikuleeta ku America. Then olina okumanya, olina okuba list ne ticket ne hotel booking. The rest that you can always improve on ebijja okuyambako obyokuboostinga at least nabagambye mubeeremu ne ebbaluwa eyakuwa omulimu okitegeera kiba kirungi nobeera nayo ne IDs ezo, and sometimes abana beeyiya IDs oba ozifunira olusi terina kuba mpya nnyo kubanga oba ogambye nti obadde ku mulimu myaka 10 olina omega sure nti ID eyo nkadde nnyo olina ogikalabula it's not that easy. So literally ebintu nga 7-6 you have to have it: application, bank statement, invitation, ticket information, ne hotel information, then nebigira twogedde ku bya nti ebbaluwa eraga nti wako omulimu go ne evidence okulaga nti olina omulimu, because sometimes they always ask that, sometimes you never know. So baba twogedde ku B1 B2 visa. I don't like you giving me ideas. So inshallah, help me to get it. Let's get these days. We do all this together. Because in the end, next podcast should be on what to expect as a first-time immigrant and how to adapt to the culture. Tuja. And then let's try to put about to because byonna biba musobola obyogerako when nga tuyise wano ku visa gundi, because visa, actually the main thing is that visa. Once we get the visa, bino ebirala tusobola obyogerako on how to get here. Ebyo byanga nera anani nsaba onzijukize we do these things slowly,
tulage abantu baffe what we can do okutuuka where okujja wano and stuff because it's not that tekiri rocket science of course kubamu omukisa gwa Katonda period naye nkugamba omuntu ajja ava e Masaka tajjanga na mu Kampala ajja n'ebintu nga birabyeko gugu yabigugulinze najja nabyo nebamuwa omuntu ave wali emuyenga with paperwork everything money statements and everything waleba mumme so kibeera mu luck it really has luck in it wekiba tekiri mu luck then it doesn't mean anything. So you literally have to know mujja kuba mulak in whatever you do. So tumaze information tujina tuyine papula byaffe tutegedde olunaku kubazi when you applying application yeri woji applying olina wootuuka ne bagamba osooka ogende woba applying omaze byonna bino bi applying bakugambe olaze gyogenda state gyogenda mukikyogenda okukolayo after that bagenda kubuuza balina ba stopping osooka ogenda osasule the visa fee musonyegeza kusoma gundi ya muganda nga it's different. If someone is not properly mentored, they fail to adapt easily. Gotta run to court. Bless the guys. Thank you, Anan. Any day we gotta do this together because you have more information. They should ask a very simple question but hard. Okay, put it out there for people to know. Check it. How much do you make? Aha! You know, because most people. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I need to drink water. Just a minute. So, most times, oh, God, how long you intending there? Actually, it made it easy for me because most times you forget because you're attending to two things at the same time. But when was stopping, and then you gotta pay for the visa fee. More application joko online. While we were stopping, actually, to be noting, we should just like pin all these things because in the end, pin this comment. Yeah, can you pinning boss? So if you try reading the pinnings, please look through them because they really need like how much do you make and how yeah. So please, ebintu ebabibabuuza naye as I said in the first place what my like omala okusasula sente then nga bakubuuza the day so you gotta pick a date for that interview to go on. You're not picking olunaku nogamba nti njagala genda kulwakubiri and stuff like if naye bazikuwa ennaku if they are not there of course tebagenda kulaga nti they are there bajja kulaga when days are open to do the interview kati byonna tubimaze ofunye invitation gundi ogirina invitation ogirina byonna babikuweereza you have everything so you're going to the embassy so that's where everything just moves. Embassy, a lot of people are really, but you will see people really cheating violent, but what's happening because now the first ekintu first disqualifies kutia fear. Once you're really scared of whatever is happening, kijja kubeerera kizibu nnyo okugenda mu kasenge kali kubuzeebuzo nga you have that like so mindset yosooka ogisetting right before you do all that. Before I even forget nga sinakwerabira ku kya ssente nti ngenda kiremerako nnyo that you all understand ssente is a statement zirina okuba nga ssente teweetaaga kuba na ssente nnyingi ssente zizanyise zibeere ku akawunti ziveeko n'omulimu beera strict about it so strict about it kubanga bagenda gukubuuza oba walimbye finding a way yokumeka sure nti kyewalimbye nti kisobo okyambala and like you can explain whatever you're saying togenda bugenzigira nga tumanyi kyoyogerako so ekisookerwako confidence ematteringa nnyo it really does matter so set your mind right before you go there ate tolina kutya nnyo kiyitiridde because si bakatonda it's only one God nze musajja musiraamu so I only know Allah ikaya goyina okutya tobatya si banene nnyo nga olowooza nti oh if I go there bano bagayi bamaanyi no. Just put it in your mind, but they are normal human beings like you. That's the first thing. If you set your stuff right, nendigambye weetaaga sente mmeka nga tulaba nagenda wala nnyo, weetaaga sente mmeka okugenda ku visa? Because tujjewo eno myth egamba nti olina okuba with a lot of money. Tusomye visa gundi anana agitugambye wano close to 7,000. Kiki weetaaga ekira about that? Because we're ofunye visa, then we're talking about the ticket and we're talking about the ne hotel gundi gyogenda kubeera. So literally ticket, let's say it depends on where you're coming from. Uganda, let's say katugamba ogenda mu state. Most of the tickets kadojja zibala kadojja kubala obukadde let's say kala obukadde busatu buna. What's $300 nga lwenda? Let's say the vague thing bukadde nga busatu. To start with that. Ogateke 7,000 bukadde busatu nsanvu. Ogateko literally ojja kubala obukadde nga 5. Nga bwe weetaaga in the first place ogenda ku just that. Ate ng'osobola kye weetaaga mainly ekisookerwako actually ye visa fee 7,000. So tebakulimba nti visa esukkaawo, tebakulimba nti nze ngenda kufunira visa mpa obukadde 10. That's a lie. Literally the visa fee yokka 7,000, and that's all you need. So teweetaaga bukadde 5 for a visa, no. Statement nga nagambye gizanyise n'oba olinako obukadde 5 bujjako kamuzaako bubiriza bwotyo bwe kye beetaaga okulaba nti statement etambula. Kati tugenda kuyita ku kiri ekya Anani kye yagambye kubanga kyo kikulu. Bagenda kubuuza ssente mmeka z'okola. Strictly ekyo kyosagala kyerabira. So at least the least that you can say, tekitegeeza nti olina okuba nazo. Nozobaga nti nkola obukadde nga busatu, like let's say 2M oba 3. Oshitegedde, because in the end ebyo bigenda kujja through whatever you're working, whatever you said you do. Bagenda kubuuza omwezi okola ssente mmeka. At least ekitindi kadi kamu kino oba 2. Ate oba ne business tosobola kadi nga busatu. Because literally babala nti omuntu ono waba agenze tagenda tutawaanya ajja sobola okwerabirira. Because you have to be able to support yourself in that way. Osobola okwerabirira kyebatya nti tumutajja eno ate n'afuuka kizibu nga tasobola kwerabirira. So bagenda kubuuza okola ssente mmeka, ate how long do you spend n'ebintu bibiri kubanga saagala byerabire ssente mmeka n'obudde bwogenda okumala. Most times obudde bwogenda okumala osobola bagamba 2 weeks is better, or it's always better. You just said genda bugenzi. And one thing I always caution people is bwogenda ku embassy, anyway saagala kubibuuka. In the end unatuka ku embassy, of course I know linda line paka obudde bwe butuuka, then they will always call you. The first thing omuntu kyemumanyiko kyenjizeeko wano, eye contact matters. It does matter. Woba oyogera n'omuntu okutwala serious wano olina omutunula mu maaso. So whatever you do, mwewale nnyo ekintu ky'okugenda nti omuntu akubuuza ebibuuzo oli bw'oti buli kimu okirowoozaako, ekyo kyokka kimuwa idea nti ono byayogera sitabikakasa. So ne woba olina ky'oyogera kyonna, always eye contact ematarenga nnyo. Look the person through the face. Like batunuulire. Tomuggyako, nawe obeera tomuggyako maaso. Leka ebibuuzo bikubuuze ng'oli bw'oti. Because ekintu kye beesika bwe bali bagamba nti okay, bw'otandika particularly like whatever you're saying, you're not sure about it. So eye contact matters. Keep yourself calm. Whatever you do, don't cry. Tolaga nnyo emotions gwasinga okwagala nnyo America. Abantu basinga bakola ensobi eyo bamubuuza. Okay, kwa America olina gw'omanyi nti ye nina baganda bange babeerayo bannange nja kuba excited balaba. That's another sign ekiraga oli nti ono wagenda ayinza obutadda. So mostly, keep yourself calm. Damu kye bakubuuzizza, kye batakubuuzizza, don't say shit. Sorry. Don't say anything. Linda oli akubuuze muddemu, you go on. You will. Like, if you follow whatever I've been saying, take at part, not to get out what to do and what you need. I'm not here to tell you things in Jakutu. No, that would be a lie. All I can do is show you my experience. Jinaitam, ndabenti nsobo jisho ngomela jikozesi. sagala bagamba nti okay mumpe sente. No, I'm not about that. I'm not trying to get anything. All I'm trying to do is show you what to do. Mutoni, yes, single otunuulira whatever I've been saying now here and you follow that, no manya, like you know what to do. You don't need these so-called people telling you abagezi nti ze mpa obukadde 10 nkufunire visa. Tekiriyo. All you need is just simple information. Nkugambe just visa yokka mitwalo nsanvu. Visa application mitwalo nsanvu. Tuwetaaga bukadde, tuwetaaga ki? You know, you don't need a lot. So tolina kiteekawo nti neta okuba n'obukadde 5. No, you can still make it. Nagambe mutasobola kuva e Masaka nga talina kyali n'afuna visa. Is pure luck. Birimu luck. So mainly saba Katonda, you know, big go down on your knees, saba Katonda akwanguize. Njagiteka yo like you let me know, like njageza kugiteka ku platform yange. I don't know if we'll go through. But it will stay there, then you can look through it. Naye ekikulu ebintu ebitaano byenagambye byensobola okukuddiramu bye weetaaga after the application. Womala application weetaaga invitation ekikuyita okujja kuno. Ekyokusatu statement erina okubawo nga nnungi nga nzigumivu. That means statement gy'ozimbye over time. Kubaza bagenda kubuuza statement, actually mbali nerabidde, bagenda kubuuza statement ya myezi 3. So sente oba ozitaddeko gyo tezigenda kugasa, because beetaaga 3 months prior to whatever that day gy'obogeza okusaba visa is. So whatever you do, tegera bagenda kusaba statements za myezi 3 before olunaku olwogenza osaba visa. So nemukwata obukadde 10 n'okuteekako gyo nga leero bw'ojja bagenda. It's another way of easily unsubscribing yourself out of it. So kyoba okola kyewemanyiiza statement ng'omaze ogikola, visa application ogiyina, invitation ogiyina, tugambye tiketi z'ennyonyi, tiketi booking, tiketi zaabwe ezo bazikola, like visa booking, ticket booking ne hotel booking, ezo bazikola ku bano ba booking agents. Naye ekirala beera mu n'ebintu ebipapula ebiraga nti bakumbulira omulimu gwo, because mostly bajja kubuuza about your job. Tegeera omulimu gwo mugukola like literally osobola okumanya when it was started, mukola mutya, amagoba gammwe, losses zammwe zijja kita, gwofuniramu wa through all that. How do you make that 3? Let's say obagambe nti okola obukadde 3, ofuna otya obukadde 3 mu omulimu gwokola. Okitegeera? So nzizeyo fast forward ku kya eye contact. Eye contact erina okubeera nga abantu bano you're comfortable and calm when you're talking to these people, because baagala nnyo omuntu abatuna in their faces and tell it as it is. So they're going to be asking you questions straight up. So be straight, calm, and don't panic, because ekyo kye batunuulira. Body language mataringa nnyo oba oli mu kasenge kali. So be calm. Kye batakubuuza nga ondaba ntudde ku simu like this, stay like that. But you're not choyisaamu, be like this. Ne woba panicking inside, don't bring her outside, because camera zibeera wali nga ziraba your body language. So better calm, say whatever they ask you. Gwani amanya, because most bagenda kubuuza ku application yeri gye nabagambye in the first place, because application yerimu ebikwatako. Gwani amanya go, obeera wa, okolera wa, wasomera wa, because bagenda bajja bikubuuza mu application. Oshegera tekigenda kuba nti omuntu ojja kuva out of nowhere. Ebibuuzo bigenda out of nowhere, bigenda va mu application eno ennyini gyokola ki, gyolimu, gyoyogereramu, gyokoleramu, byonna byokola. So after that nga bagambye, then they will ask you about the money and how bagenda kubuuza okola sente mmeka, balina okumanya ogenda kwebezaawo otya, then bagenda kubuuza how long do you intend to be there. Most times it's always better when you tell them a week or 2. And don't over exaggerate these things. No, you don't need to do all that. Kubanga tosobola like kyebewala muntu kugaanira, tobawa signs ziraga nti ogenda kulemerayo ne woba ogenda kulemerayo. Tobeera so comfortable nti todda wali kuwaana America nagiraba njiraba ku TV, sinaba kulabayo kisinga ekyo. All those are signs ziraga nti omuntu agenda kulemerayo gy'agenda. Just be calm. No, bakubuuza ebintu kiki ekikola. No, I'm just there for the convention. Ate n'ekirala kiri kye baakuyiseeko eri invitation yo, olina okuba nga osobola ki explaininga. bakuwadde B1 B2 then F1 waliwo ne zilotole naye zino ebbiri olina okuba nga osobola zinyonyola because bagenda kubuuza information mu ebyo ebintu mu invitation eyo they will ask you because let's say okola mu bank conference gye bakuyiseeko ya motoka gy'oyinako invitation most times babuuza ekibuuzo ekyo connection evaawa ku mulimu gw'okola ne invitation gy'olaga bikwataganirawo okola mu bank naye convention gye bayikuyiseeko ba conference y'amamotoka so always sometimes olina okuba n'ekintu ekyokubeera okuthinking outside the box kirina kuba mutwe how do I think outside of the box woba tothinkings outside of the box sometimes kijja kulya because bagenda kubuuza ebintu ebimu oluusi nga tebiri directly mu application yo naye nga bya bulijjo omuntu ajja kugamba okola mu bank conference gye tulaba gyogendamu ya motoka so how do they connect so that needs fast thinking nti okay ngeri gyendi mu bank nsobola okunoonyayo emirimu mirala nti nyinza okuba ngenda kugulawo a friend of mine yaguddewo ekibanda ky'emmotoka and they need more information about cars kati yabadde agambe nti it's better if I can do that if I can get that information waliwo omulimu gw'emmotoka lesse omulimu gw'emmotoka ekibanda ky'emmotoka bakicreate nze lesse kisasula more than the bank and if I can get that job wefuna more ideas mu motoka how cars are sold mu ejingenda nendeta idea nenjireta mu kino ekibanda ky'emmotoka empya kyebakola maybe I'll be up the curve ku bantu bagenda okugira kubanga nina more information about the cars so kyengezako gamba nti main point ekintu ekisookerwako always think outside of the box because if you don't think outside the box it kind of gets a little bit creepy because bajja kubuuza some things nga you don't understand what's happening so keep calm maintain eye contact and always tegeera byewawandiise mu application biteeke mu mutwe twakuyitanga cramming back then everything that you put in that application bibeere mu mutwe gwo because bajja kubuuza about those things in there sometimes kati waba bakuwandikidde ebintu bino nga tewabaddemu in any way tewataddemu any energy putting this thing in whatever it is kanga venkutumidde it's been a while woba obadde nti toli in all these scenarios where nga bawandiika application nga omuntu yagikwedde bukolezi you're in trouble because some things they're going to ask you if this person did it for you and you weren't in there involved in it you're in trouble because bajja kubuuza ebintu nga tubitegeera so kiba kirungi nnyo weebeerere mu kintu ekyo because ebintu biri online you don't need someone to do that for you boyina oluzungu batumanyi luzungu finding a friend mutuule mubikole okitegeera you need because tekitegeeza nti oba tumanyi luzungu bantu bangi abatamanyi luzungu bali ku America so tekitegeeza nti oba tumanyi luzungu but like if you have a friend n'abikuyitamu n'akutereeza from A to B to Z n'obitegeera byonna kiba kirungi because oba omanyi kunnyonnyolako whenever they ask you through that so the other thing is luck kusaasira kwa Katonda literally kusaasira kwa Katonda omuntu ayinza okutunula n'omusanyusa n'akikuwa nga takubuuza ebibuuzo bingi someone will even ask you funny questions oba tolowooza nakulowooza omuntu ayinza okuba gwani amannya go nakuthen okola mulimu ki wasomerawo Makerere nti okay Mr. Madam Sumaya Kasole congratulations you got your visa come for your passport tomorrow ate nekijja nga oli ogenda kustrugglinga through all that obiyitamu bakuwe ate waliwo ojja struggling ennyo bagambe kibuzeemu so try again next time so mostly that's it for the meantime sijja kubeerako gundi for a while and I guess we'll try and build from that slowly whatever you didn't understand you let me know in the inbox so if I come through again next time I can explain that but then tujja kizanya all the way tulabe Katonda paka oba oyise oba toyise what to do what not to do until when we get there inshallah so that's the small information that I can put out to you guys and hopefully it can help so if you got any questions hit me up in the DMs let me know and hopefully I'll try and address whatever I can possibly address so thank you for listening to me kyenna tasobodde kufuna kyemugambye as I say DM me inshallah, I'll help out if I can. But city agent was simanyi visa, no. Let nobody lie to you into your agent who America again travel. No, it doesn't work like that. Or you're not getting a interview. So alhamdulillah, thank you for listening to me. Any questions, inshallah? Put it in my DM and inshallah I'll try and reply to you. And inshallah, when I get some new, as Anan said about Allah about Saturday, we say what to do after that. We'll do those streams where we are right now, inshallah. So thank you for listening to me. Nababaddeko nebaza airtime mumanya precious. N'abali ku America mwenna mwebale agezezza mwenna abafudde abataddeyo obudde bwabwe okumpuliza. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.